The train is really crowded. You see one empty seat, but someone has put their coat and their bag on it. Do you stand there just for an hour because you are too polite to say anything? In this lesson, I will teach you the polite way to ask for the seat and get help with your luggage. I'm going to tell you a story of an interaction. Don't worry about the text just yet. Just listen to the story. Then I'm going to teach you the most useful lines out of the story so you can use them. And finally, we're going to practice speaking these lines together. Here's our story. I board the train with my heavy suitcase. The carriage is extremely full. I walk down the aisle and see an empty seat next to a man reading a newspaper, but his coat is covering the chair. I need to know if it's free and I can sit there. I ask, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" He looks up and realizes he is blocking the space. He says, "No, it is free." However, he doesn't move his things immediately. I have to ask him specifically to clear the chair. I say, "Do you mind moving your coat?" He apologizes and grabs his jacket. Now I have the seat, but the floor is pretty dirty. I want to put my suitcase on the rack above our heads. I check with him first. "Do you mind if I put my bag up there?" He smiles and says, "Go ahead." I try to lift it, but it is extremely heavy for me. I struggle for a second. I decide to ask him for his assistance. I ask, "Could you give me a hand?" He stands up and helps me push it onto the shelf. I'm really relieved and very grateful for his help. I smile and I say, "Thank you. I appreciate it." Let's look at the different phrases we used. Start with a golden phrase. "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" The word taken means occupied or could be reserved. If they say yes, you should walk away. If they say no, the seat is yours. A common alternative would be, "Is anyone sitting here?" The man's coat was in the way. So I asked, "Do you mind moving your coat?" "Do you mind" is the most polite phrase to use when asking someone to change their behavior or the interaction. It is a nice, soft way of saying, "Move your coat." You could also say, "Could you please move your coat or jacket?" Next, we're checking for permission. "Do you mind if I put my bag up here?" This is asking for permission to use a shared space. Remember, if they are okay with it, they will usually answer no. "No, I don't mind." You can also ask, "Is it okay if I use the rack?" I obviously couldn't lift the bag alone, so I asked, "Could you give me a hand?" This is an idiom. It means, "Can you help me physically?" We don't really need a specific hand. They kind of need it. We use this when lifting heavy things like boxes or bags, or sometimes moving furniture. If you want to be more direct, you can say, "Could you help me lift this?" Finally, we had some gratitude. "Thanks, I appreciate it." This is stronger than just saying, "Thanks." It shows you value the help that you got. A native speaker might also say, "Thanks a lot," or "You're a lifesaver." Let's read our phrases. "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" "No, it's free." Do you mind moving your coat? Sorry, let me move that. Do you mind if I put my bag here? Not at all. Go ahead. It's a bit heavy. Could you give me a hand? Sure. There you go. Thanks. I appreciate it. Being polite is actually a lot more useful than you think, especially in close quarters with a lot of people. If you're ready to test your speed for these social travel moments, the Member Plus tier has the new interactive marathons. It's pretty much the closest thing to real life speaking, where you can feel the sentences and the replies. You can grab your pack in the description below. Now, let's say these sentences together. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Do you mind moving your coat? Do you mind if I put my bag up here? Could you give me a hand? Thanks. I appreciate it. Still in practice. But you want to focus on the reflex these sentences and not thinking about specific grammar rules or a sentence structure.